So, Luton won, West Ham won, last minute equaliser from them. Wasn't great to end the game like that. I think we actually deserved to win it, but that's the way it goes sometimes. And it's only pre-season, so I'm not worried too much. Before I start this video, quick shout out, rest in peace to Peach. Infectious guy, passionate West Ham fan. Nothing but good things to say about him, to be fair. Such a shame, and may you rest in peace, mate. So, shame, such a sad loss. On the football side of things, I think today was. I didn't see the Rangers game. I've kind of only heard bad things about it. Souček's goal was the highlight of it. So, it's an improvement on that. It's a draw rather than a loss. Um, Player ratings. I'll just do a quick little review of that. But there's certain players that I don't think we can rely on going into the new season. Benrahma was the first one. The guy seems decent outside of football, and I don't hate him. There's no hate towards him at all. I just don't think he's good enough. I don't think he's good enough for the Premier League standard. He seemed off it today against the Championship club. So maybe that says something. Maybe I'm being too harsh. It's only pre-season, but for me, I just look at him and he just seems like he's trying, but he's just not. He's just not there. His final ball, his progression, just seems very, very lacking. And I'd be interested to see what the Brentford fans actually think of him because he seemed when he came to West Ham to be a flair player, really skillful, like to beat a player and go from there. Can't even beat a player now. Gets the ball, seems panicky, doesn't know what to do with it. Maybe that's down to more of his coaching, I'm not sure, but I want him to succeed at West Ham. I want the move to work out, but for whatever reason, he had a good start last season, but he just fell off. I think within a few games. On to other players, I love Antonio. I think he's a great player for us. His build-up play is fantastic. He played really well in massive parts when he come on today. But we cannot even. I don't think we can rely on him as a second striker because he missed another one-on-one today. It was a good save by the keeper, but he's through on goal. He's one-on-one, and I see now a top striker finishes that. Gives the keeper absolutely no chance. And if we're going to be in Europe consistently and competing at the highest level, he needs to be put on the left wing, in my opinion. He needs to be the left winger. Get Skamaka in, get whoever in, put them up front, have Bowen on the right, and have Antonio out on the wing because his build-up play is fantastic. His crosses into the box are normally fantastic as well. So for me, there's no reason for me why we can't just go, look, you might want to be up front. He might say, I want to be the number 9, I want to be the striker, but it's tough. You haven't got the goods. You can't, you haven't got what it takes to be a top level striker. So, unfortunately for him, I think Moyes needs to bite the bullet and say, he won't do it, he won't do it. It's wishful thinking on my part, but I think if we're going to get the best out of Antonio, he needs to be on the wing. But then perhaps there's too much running for him on the wing. He hasn't got the ability to be on that wing anymore. He's getting older now, so maybe that's all part of it. Creswell and Johnson for me were standout performers in defence. I think Johnson's really going to come on. I think he's going to progress this year a lot, possibly with players like Ashby coming through and other players maybe pushing forward this season. It's giving him a kick up the arse or something like that. But he not that he's a bad player anyway, but he was really, really good for me today. I think he's one of our best players. And I know people were slagging off Creswell against Rangers and saying that if we go into the new season with him as left back, we're going to struggle. I think he had a good game today. Set up the goal really well for Souček for the first goal, and general play was much better. It's almost like that's the Creswell you want. It's almost like that's the Creswell you want. That's the one you want. You just be there, reliable, pinging balls across. Maybe not brilliantly defensively, but then I don't think I don't think Safal was particularly great defensively. Didn't have his best game for me today. Safal, he got up the wing, a number of times, but his crossing's not as great as it was when he first signed. So that's something that needs to be worked on maybe. Zuma, he's the most awkward runner for a footballer I've ever seen. His knees must be shot to bits. He just doesn't look comfortable running or moving. And every time he was under pressure a little bit today from a pass back or something like that, he was under pressure from, I think, Adebayo, the Luton striker. Very panicky on the ball, didn't really know what to do with it quite a lot of time, and very good defender on his day. But I can kind of see why he wasn't in Chelsea's plans to use him as their player going forward, because he doesn't seem really at it on a world level at the minute, which is a bit strange. A bit worrying as well, to be fair. But if he can stay injury free, he's obviously one of our better defenders, so it's good to keep him going. Rice, obviously, fantastic player. Again, can't fault him. There's no point even talking about him really, because he's not that bad. I love Masuaku. I'll always be a Masuaku fan. I think he played an alright game today. Wasn't brilliant. Wasn't great. No wonder I think he got brought off at half time, didn't he? Or something on them lines. And I think overall, we played well. We played alright. We played good. It wasn't the best performance. It wasn't the worst performance. Luton were kind of using it, I think, as a counter attack, and they done well for their part. They probably deserved the point at the end, because I think Antonio's moaning that he got a push in the back, and it might have been a push in the back, but from the replay it was a little bit soft, if they'd have given that, to be fair. But the way I look at it, thinking, Antonio, mate, you've had a chance to put us 2-0 up, so don't start giving it bigger and saying there should have been a foul in the build-up, because if we were 2-0 up, the game's done already. We don't need to worry about them equalising in the last minute. So there's that, and in general, I just thought it was a pre-season game. It was a good little run out for us. That's their last pre-season game, so maybe they're taking it a bit more easier, considering they've got the proper game next week. I wouldn't mind about pre-season. I know some people are doing it over it, and they're worried about it and everything like that. But I think getting the players back, keeping them fit. We've just lost Aguerd. If I butchered his name there, I apologise, but yeah, without him, that's a bit of a blow. I think that would have done the defence some good to have new blood in there to freshen things up. So maybe again we have to start relying on players that maybe aren't 100% fit. Dawson might have to come back. Bonham might have to come back. There's going to be some players that are going to need to. It's going to kind of be the same again next season if we don't sign more players. So overall, it was an alright performance. It was better than Rangers' game. Although I didn't see it, I'm just taking people's word on it. So, with that, it was a good day out. In fairness, we scored a really good goal. That is Souček. That is what for me, leave Rice in the middle. I know he doesn't maybe like it, he wants to push on forward more, but leave Rice in the middle, let him collect the ball, let him win the ball back and spray the balls about. Have Souček pouring into that box and just let him do the work, because we'll get goals from it. Way more goals out of him than you will with Rice going forward. So go back to the old Souček, Declan Rice days. Souček in the box scoring goals with headers and all that sort of thing. So, yeah, disappointing to get a draw out of it, but it wasn't the worst performance in the world. So, it's only pre-season after all. So, fingers crossed we get a few signings in this week. Come on, you Irons.